Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning. I want to welcome you to this podcast. I'm so glad you decided to spend time with us. We are living in an evolving and constantly changing world. There's no doubt that we are the most comfortable generation in human history. But we are not the most happiest generation for a variety of complexity. So today's guest is somebody who's really inspiring. Recently we got connected and he's a very good friend of mine. He's one of my colleague. We had this amazing conversation which is really inspiring, and I was like, why not we are getting into podcasts? And I found out that this guy has deep interest about podcasts and photography and videography and stuff. So he's somebody who's creating empire for his family. He's a great father. He's a robot collector, for Christ's sake. I don't know, for some reason I find it weird, but we all are weird in a way. But I didn't mean being weird is a negative thing, but being weird is a great thing. Everybody's weird, but this is a little bit weird to me because people have different interests, different hobbies. So Arnel is one of these amazing people I ever met, and he has some amazing ideas. So we are going to talk about social media and mass media and social media today in this podcast. So thank you for tuning in. Help me welcome my friend Arnel. Oh yeah, man! I'm so glad to have you in my podcast. So it's pleasure having you right here in my podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, pleasure's mine, bro. Yeah, so excited to be here again. And let's go. Let's break this shit, bro.
So to start things off, I want to ask you how the social media influence your life and what kind of impact you're gonna have in your life when you started using social media. Or does it using you are using the social media? There's a lot of debates going on, and there are so many negative things as well as positive things about social media. So I just want to ask your opinion as well about social media.
Yeah, social media has it's a broad topic, bro. Like whenever we talk about social media, we talk about Facebook, we talk about Twitter, we talk about Instagram, and all of those shit, even YouTube. And well, I can say that the podcast is also part of that shit. Well, for me, it has a very good effect on me, and it also has like a bad effect on me. Cause you know what I don't understand is people are using Facebook, or rather social media, as a tool of expressing themselves in a bad way. Like whenever they're depressed or whenever they're fighting with someone, they want to share it, and it's awful because you see these people. That's their private life, and we don't have anything to do with that shit. And they just want to like tell it to the public, like they want to share it. Like if somebody just fucks them up or screw with them, they want to share it with the public. What can you say about that? That's fucked up, right? I mean, I don't want to share my private things with other people. What can you say about it?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Because you know what, those days, I mean, social media has a lot of impact for the past 10 years, right? So we started using internet and stuff, became really popular within really short time period.
Yes.
But before that, we used to consume only few stuff. We used to watch television and we used to read newspaper and stuff, right? So right now, absolutely. So right now, because we are using social media, we consume a lot of negativity.
Exactly.
So that is huge, that actually drive people so crazy, and
Go nuts.
they're going insane.
Exactly.
So this is actually becoming a huge problem in our society, because one of the bad thing I do when I wake up everybody's checking their mobile when they wake up in the morning. Yeah,
Everybody's doing the same
They-
shit.
absolutely. They're checking the messages and they're checking the status. I think that's not the better way to start your day, isn't it?
Yeah, well, let's just. I'm just gonna point out the good things about it. Like, let's just say Facebook is connecting people together. Like, if you have like a relative that you don't know or you don't even know exists, and then suddenly when you check on Facebook, there's like a friend suggestion showing that you have the same last name, and then you'll be surprised. Oh God, I have a relative, like in a specific place. Like in my case, like we have a lot of Balondos. That's my last name. We have a lot of those people all around the Philippines. And as I was saying, social media is helping with connecting people. like Facebook. Like for example, in your case, it's like your last name will be there's you see you will be surprised because you will find people sharing your last name, right? And the first thing that you will be thinking of is are you related in some way? So even relatives that you have lost connections with, or friends that you've lost connection with, it's really good to see that you made this connection with people, even though you don't see them, or even though you haven't seen each other for ages.
That's true, actually. 20 or 30 years ago, when we graduated from the school, we see them and we only get to see a photograph of them.
Exactly.
Right now, you can see their family, you can see their kids, and
You'll
you
be
can.
surprised because they already have kids, and you'll be surprised that you'll be thinking, oh, this motherfucker was a loser back in those days, and then when you see them in Facebook, it's like, oh my god, I don't even know if this is filtered or if this is really their face. You're puzzled.
Yeah, that's true. And you can see them having an awesome time. You can see their lifestyle. You can see their growth as well as their status. So that's something really exciting, which we never had. The world is really connecting,
You
but also we are taking that for granted. Communication is really improved nowadays,
yeah.
especially in 21st century. So, what do you think about addictive side? And also, people are really addicted to smartphone and social media nowadays.
God, that's really crazy right now. I just want to go back to what you just said, like the negative effects on of social media on us, because I just remember you said something about people. You'll be surprised that you find that they're having a good time and they're happy, because that's not always the case. Because this people is using Facebook as a mask, like you don't know what they really are. I mean, we really don't have any idea of what they've been going through. Like maybe they've been going through some stress, or maybe they've been going to some hard times. We don't know, because most of the times the only thing that we see on Facebook is like people going all around the world having a good time, or people like sharing good motivational quotes, but deep inside we don't know. Maybe this person is really depressed, or maybe this person is going through a very hard time. But the only bad thing about that is those people who are like what I said earlier, sharing the feuds or any fights that they have with other people, which is kind of irritating for me and annoying.
That's right. In social media, you don't find anybody who's real, because we post nice things. We say nice things about ourselves, but everybody has a dungeon.
Exactly.
Everybody has this fucked up past, but they don't want to talk about that. They don't post all these things in social media. They post nice life.
And you know what? The crazy thing is about this people who are like they're always craving for likes and comments, and I think that's stupid. Like
Attention seeking, right?
exactly, that's the term that I was looking for.
Yeah.
Like if this chick wants some attention, she will just post her chest or her breast, or show some tits, or maybe show her ass. I don't. These people really lack attention. Maybe they choose Facebook as a tool, or as a platform where they can express themselves, but that's really they're doing it in the wrong way. Like they're just craving for attention, and I don't see it very nice. I mean, I see it very annoying in a way.
Yeah, that's right. Because these things we have so many problems, but it's better to have discipline, because when we get addicted to smartphone, or when we get addicted to social media, we are not really focusing about what's really important for ourselves, because social media is not gonna get you anywhere ultimately in life. So there are so many things matters in life, and people are busy. People are busy, especially when you see dinner tables. When you see dinner tables, take a look at nowadays. People are walking like they're maniac, they're crazy.
Yeah. And people don't even bother to talk about things whenever they eat. The funny thing that I see about this, I see on this, is whenever people are eating outside, they are taking pictures of the food first before they eat it. Everybody's guilty on that shit. Like if we will go out, we will eat before. There was this one time I was with friends. I was really fucking hungry, and then I was about to dig in, and they said, wait, hold on for a minute. Let's just take a picture. Oh, motherfucker. I want to eat that shit, bro. I want to dig in. And then they just want to take a fucking picture out of the food, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that's very That's very negative when you think about in one way.
The good thing about social media is if you're going to use it to earn money, because it will really help you a lot. Like in terms of, let's just say YouTube. You know, a lot of YouTubers right now are earning like not just hundreds but millions, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. You know.
Even kids, you don't need to have like a proper education. You just need to like have creativity, right?
Creativity, yes. You need to have some certain amount of talents, and
Exactly.
you can develop that, over time, and you can, get into so much of things. YouTube is a nice platform to make money and make a career out of that shit.
This is a very good topic. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time, so
You will catch up next one. So much again, one more time, mate.
thank you for having me here, bro. Hope I can be a regular here. So let's see you guys next time.
It's been a pleasure.